Oh, you're in there, you're on your own. It's like a fishbowl. You can go through complete anxiety in there. People are watching you and you're behind, and it's next point every time and what you're going to do about it. In handball, we're just trying to get the ball to the front wall before it's bounced the second time on the floor. And learn how to use your non-dominant hand, and is trying to get that to work is definitely a challenge. But after that, it becomes where on the wall you're hitting that ball and what positions you're putting your opponent in to give yourself the best opportunity to win.
You use every part of your body. Players on the court just became exhausted almost. No other university can match the facility that we have here for handball. Not even close.
You have to finish what you started. It shows your integrity and willingness to focus. It's just a great outlet to have the competitive drive come out, like go for the win.
How do I help this person to be the best they can be or to feel better? And I think if people feel better about themselves and their lives, they have a chance of getting the best out of themselves on the court.
The Players' Cup goes to Martin Mulkerns, and Martin does it, slams his hands together, and he wins the Players' Championship in Salt Lake City. Martin Mulkerns is our winner.
And Martin Mulkerns takes the title and the #1 ranking for the season.
My name's Martin Mulkerns. I'm from Galway on the west coast of Ireland. I work here in the physical education activity program teaching handball and racquetball. A major part of my role as a head coach of the Texas A&M handball team. I would see my opportunity here at Texas A&M to coach and teach young people as a privilege. And something I never expected when I started playing handball. You know, I taught in universities in Ireland, I taught agricultural majors, but a major privilege for me to be able to teach handball, the sport that I absolutely love, that I've dedicated much of my life to. I first came in contact with Texas A&M back in 2013 when I was studying animal and crop production at University College Dublin. There was an opportunity in my third year to go on a semester study abroad to the US. At the time, I had won 2 US collegiate national championships at the men's open level. Then I actually took the handball class that I'm now teaching, did a master's in agricultural extension and kept playing handball, and I won the Irish national championship in 2018. In May 2023, was the pinnacle of my career. I won the World Men's Open Singles title and the Men's Open Doubles title, and more recently, I suppose, playing on the Pro Tour, I became the #1 ranked player on the Pro Tour again. When I arrived here in 2022, I think there were 5 or 6 students, so we were really starting with small numbers. And now it's very common for us to have 25 and sometimes over 30 players at our practices. We had 55 Texas A&M students play in our most recent tournament. In that 18 months, it's definitely not a one-man show. It's a team effort that's happening here, but I'm encouraged from what I'm seeing.
I had never heard of handball before coming to A&M, and I went to the intramural sport event during Howdy Week, and that's when I ran into Martin, and he's the reason I joined the sport. He told me afterwards to sign up for the class, and that practice was the next day, and so showed up, signed up for class as well. My name's Caitlin Bainey. I'm a sophomore electrical engineering student. I'm the president of the Texas A&M Handball Club. Learning from the world's best, you can definitely tell just the improvement levels are like seen from everyone across the entire team. Everyone's getting great at such a fast level. We talk about what it's like or how happy we are to have like Martin teaching us. We hope he keeps coming back. Sometimes it's a shock when we see people going up to Martin and they're talking, introducing themselves, that we're so used to him now, but we have to take a moment and realize, oh yeah, he's a professional, everyone's wowed by him, but I guess maybe the star power is worn off maybe, but we still appreciate him. As president, I try to recruit in players. I try my best to go into courts and help teach. I do a lot of things behind the scenes in terms of organizing tournaments for the ones we host here or from when we drive out of state, and doing the fundraising behind that, all in preparation for our nationals tournament in February. I have received several scholarships from Handball. If you pass the course, attend enough practices and tournaments, you automatically get $500. We're the only Kines class that offers that. I've also received the MARDAC scholarship for coaching and promoting handball. I got that just this past February at nationals. Sometimes it can be a little bit stressful balancing schoolwork and handball. I think I've set a pretty strict precedence that if I'm falling behind in classes, you gotta skip a practice. But the second I am all caught up, I'm back on that handball court, getting better, having fun. Handball teaches more than just the sport. It works on your mentality on the court, obviously, to perform well, but you take those lessons off the court.
Unlike other sports, maybe soccer or football, you're having a bad day, your coach can pull you out of there and say, okay, look, I'm going to put a sub in and hopefully they can change our fortune. But when it's handball and you're on your own, you have to make those decisions and you got to be able to think on your own 2 feet and make it happen.
I think handball's been so great for me because everybody else who's joined it with me is brand new. It hasn't been anyone's come in besides Martin and destroyed everyone. It's been we're all learning together, and that's what made us super tight. Even just watching each other's matches has just been awesome.
Handball to me is one of the greatest games alive. It's really a very good conditioning sport. There's a lot of camaraderie in it. To me, it's just fun. My name is Don Johnson, and I started help coaching the A&M handball team in 2010. I got to know Martin in 2013 when he was here as an exchange student, and still had contact. And as part of the interest in getting handball back, I thought a great opportunity would be to have Martin come here and put on a handball clinic. Now, I also set up an interview, decided that Martin would be a great asset to come back to Texas A&M. And he has started bringing back the tournaments, but they wouldn't come if it wasn't from respect of Martin as a player, as an individual. And he's just as good an individual as he is a player.
Having Martin here has been amazing. If he wasn't here, I definitely would have never found handball. He makes the sport as enjoyable as it is, and I'm so glad we have him here.
I know it helps a lot of students because they've told me about, getting on the court helps them forget about some of those stressful moments. So when work is stressful, when life is stressful, that they have a game that they can go to, friends that they've made, a community that they've made. That's a privilege and an honor to be maybe part of that story that they'll have for the rest of their lives.